I'm on. I said I can't. Saw mama, yeah, I know that. It was me and bro. We ain't got no time to waste. And I let Adam crunch the numbers. I gotta make sure that my money straight. She wanna make sure that my money real. Kissing another. Back in the day, I ain't had no whip. I just pulled up in the tank. I'ma pull up just to stun. Can't, all in your brain. I'm going Batman, I'm going bang. Come with the bang. What you gonna do? 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 Open up. Open up. What you gonna do?
I'm on a Sony lot, eating a lot of chips, stacking a lot of guap. If I get it at the pop, my mom get a coupe, my mom get a lot of rice. I ain't got to mouth, let that in the past. My foot on the gas, the floor elevator, we face some Brad. How you want the positive memo or cash? Red light, yellow light, green light, gold. The event, so I take the bank home. I won't keep quiet, I'm in it. Yeah, my best friend called, want me alone. None of my bitches be your home. And I I'm a businessman, so I give her a loan now. 3 pumps in the chain from the Homer. Her Bucky a goner. Get Bucky a goner. What you gonna do? 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 Open up. Stunt.
I steep, broski, yummy. I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. It's that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in it, she just made a big. I got rolling over.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. And the opening kickoff will... Return as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 3.
Here we go. Good. Right.
Now it's Fields. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Here we go, Slide.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Harris going to get it again on second down. Fights off the defender. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Here we go.
Harris running straight ahead. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. They're able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Oh, right. Out to the right, out to the right. Out to the right.
Hand off left side, Pierce. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And Stroud now to throw. That's complete. It's Collins. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here we go,
Back to throw, Fields. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards, good enough for a first. These two teams all tied after one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right.
On the give, this is Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From the 35, here's second and a couple. Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Here we go. All right.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Well, and one of the linebackers has got it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Here we go.
Now Fields. Completes this one to Pickens.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Here we go, Scott. All right.
Warren will try the right side.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal.
Go, Jeff. Ready?
They hand this off to Harris.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here we go, Scott.
Here's Fields. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing third and goal. Fields now to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. Third and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack. And now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3.
So all field goals so far, 6 3-yard score as the kick is away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here we go.
Give left side for Pierce.
Oh, and now some space to operate.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Here's Stroud. To Pierce, they set up the screen.
And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on third down, here's Stroud.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations. But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, let's go. Tonight.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Got a man. It's Collins complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
White Tony.
Stroud to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Collins. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 2. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Stroud working out of the gun. That's underneath to Pierce. And he's going to be taken down. But there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold or did they rough the quarterback?
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
Option right. Here's Stroud.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Stroud completes this out wide. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins from 8 yards out. And the Texans have taken the lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Here we go. Good.
To throw is Fields.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Daniil Hunter able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage.
Here's Fields. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Here we go.
A handoff for Warren. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line.
Here we go. Right.
Back to throw. Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Pierce has it knocked loose. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Now Stroud. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Great job up front, giving their quarterback the time to let this play develop. They're going to send the outside receiver on a post toward the middle of the field, and then let their tight end come in behind and run a deep out. And this ball, right on the money.
Here we go.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this is going to remain a 1-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
A final shot before the break. Fields. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Pierce now up the middle. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Play action. Stroud now. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here we go.
Going for it with Pierce. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But if the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this is going to remain a 1-point game. So it's a rare 2-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Don't jump, ready? Go.
Play action. It's Fields. He hits Adams, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 25 yards that time.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Here we go, Slack.
Now it's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. That's 35. Right.
They'll run with Harris. After the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space. Taken down right at the 10.
45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Fields.
That is caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Here we go, son. Right.
Harris trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up. But I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
Right.
Again, it's Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
And how nice is it to have a guy like Najee Harris in the backfield when you get down near the goal line? He can use his 230-plus pound frame to just get you those tough yards, and he finishes things off here with a touchdown run.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Stroud. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Got his man, Dell. And he takes a pretty good lick there as he'll wind up getting about 3. From the 38 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Stroud sets up the play action. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, the great coach has said football's really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. This is Harris. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Don't jump, ready?
On play action, Fields.
Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Here's Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. And that'll push the lead up to 8.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Oh, ready?
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Stroud.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
And Stroud now to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
A broken tackle there, but not a ton to show for it. Tackled just on the other side of midfield.
2J.
From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Fields now to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts.
Let the hot.
Here's Stroud. Flush to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Stroud. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the fourth. Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, fourth quarter as the kick is away here. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Here we go, side.
Back to throw, Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here we go. Right.
Off play action, Fields. Dancing to his left. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Here we go. All right.
Here's Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now a first down carry for Harris. He'll take it inside the 25.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Second down, 8 yards to go.
Here we go.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
All eyes on Fields. Completes this one to Pickens. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3.
Don't jump. Ready? Go.
They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this Texans defense stands tall. Here's first down.
Here we go. Why Tony? Tonight.
Now Stroud. Finding Schultz. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
This is going to be a corner route to their tight end, and I'll tell you what, it's man coverage, so that makes it hard for a linebacker to stay with it. And he's able to make the catch on the right side of the field and pick up the first down.
Stroud to throw it. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Here we go. Puppy. Oh, go.
Stroud. He'll get this complete to Collins. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's Stroud. He's got his man. It's Pierce.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And this one's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Stroud back to throw. Gets the dump off to Pierce.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over 1 minute to go in the game.
A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1. Pierce will try to pick it up.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under 1 minute to go now in the football game. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Fields.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
And this is one of those gotta-have-it drives. You can't start much better than that. Big yardage there. And just as important, he's able to get out of bounds. And now, that changes everything.
Here's Fields.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
This is 1st and 10.
Under. No.
Stroud looks to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit, get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here comes second down.
Oh, ready.
To throw with Stroud. Forced out to his left. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And good quarterbacks know that when things start to break down and they're forced to flee the pocket, they can often count on their running backs to try and bail them out. That happened on that play. Nice gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Four seconds to go. This is likely it.
Hey! Speed left, speed left.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Here's 1st and 10.
Ow, mistake. Under. Hey, uno Mars. Parky.
One final shot for C.J. Stroud. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And the Texans are moving on as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
Passport stamp, let's do the money dance. Back then, call your friend, now we in France. International man, tats on my hand. Take a trip with a pilot, I tell you when we land. You know I'm down with the whales, I be by the sand. Sun, yeah, it's blowing in the wind. What you doing? We kung fu and I beat it up. They never heard me on the beat when it speeded up. 100 racks on the plate, she gon' eat it up. Yeah, I'm all in, like all night. Throw the racks up, make it fall right. And if you take a shot, make sure you hold the ball right. 1-800, yeah, bad, my type, yeah, it's my type. I love the way that she put it all on me. The best things don't come for free.
100 racks, she be dancing. 100 racks, she should take chances. 100 racks, she's in this bed. 100 racks, she can get this all night. All night.
You can tell when it's Tokyo, it's all heat. Don't ride in the back, jump in the front seat. By the end of the night, she gon' love me. She don't even know me, she wanna hug me. It's a vision, little baby, I'm moving cozy. Most solid in the game, he can't fold me. How how you do it is so fluid. Let's get to it. If you want